Hello, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
From where are you connecting? Pune.
Yeah, I'm from Pune.
Okay. How excited you are?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay. So, from where you got to know about my channel or about me?
Actually, I like to watch different videos on YouTube regarding technical knowledge or anything. So I just watched many videos on YouTube of different channel, and I just watched one of your videos. I didn't remember now which video I have watched, but
Okay.
I like that video very much. Means your way of teaching and your means way of expressing.
Mhm.
So I decided I started to follow your channel. I started to watch more and more videos of you
Okay.
in last 3-4 months, and because of you, I watched all your manual testing videos, and I got I got offer from one company because of giving like answering your in your style.
Okay.
I,
In my style, okay.
yeah, you will be happy to listen that I started to record after your video with my means my I start record myself after once your video is complete
Got it.
according to you, means how you are explaining, how you are giving example like that.
Right.
So that will be very easy to me to give answer in the interview.
Oh, that's cool. So, when you got the offer letter, how many days back?
uh, 2 months ago, but that location is not preferable for me, that's why I rejected that offer.
Okay.
uh,
But you got the offer letter, so you're happy for that. That's good.
yeah.
That's good. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Usha. Thank you so much, Usha. Throughout the video, you can call me Manish. No need to call me sir, please.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and you're okay for this video to go live on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything you want me to let me know about you before we proceed?
No, I'm okay. I know I watched your most of the videos, so I know more about you that you are started to upload video on Java about API
Mhm.
and all that. Yeah, you are doing great work. It's okay.
Okay.
We can go ahead.
Okay. So, Usha, your resume is right next to me. I will be asking questions only from your resume and nowhere else. Whatever you know, you can let me know. Whatever you do not know, I will be adding answer from my side to you. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I can see your resume. There is something that I want to tell you before we proceed about your resume. Whenever you are preparing your resume, right, it should be in the same font. It should be in the same font. So I observed that in your resume you have used 3-4 fonts. Do you know what is fonts in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I could see that they are not in the same font. They are in. You have used almost 3 to 4 fonts. That is not the good sign. So try to prepare your resume in one font. That will look better.
Mhm.
And I want to know, like, after graduating from 2013, why you started your career in 2018.
Oh,
You can tell something about.
everyone asking me this question. Okay, and I have prepared for this giving the answer.
Yeah.
Actually, after my graduation in 2013, immediately I got married. And after marriage, because of shifting and everything, I couldn't start my career immediately. I shifted to Pune, and I'm basically from Pandharpur. Okay, so it was very difficult to me for that time to start the career in Pune because I'm new to Pune. That's why. And after that, I thought at that time, instead of starting career in IT sector, I was interested in doing the job in government sector. So I started to prepare about the if you know about the IBPS PO exam, which is the banking government exam. If you
Okay.
know, I started to prepare about that in 2013-14 near about, and I reached up to the interview. Means there are 3 steps: prelim, mains, and interview. But I couldn't get selected in final.
Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, actually, my score was they count score of all your exams in prelim, mains, and interview.
Got
But
it.
I got less mark in every time I got less mark in mains. So I prepared 3 years for it, and in between I got pregnant also.
Okay.
So and I have now a boy of 4 years, and
Okay.
this was the story actually. And because of that, I couldn't start my career immediately. And once my boy is okay, means he is 3-4 years now, so I decided to start my career. So I started to search and I done certification in Java, but I got a job in testing, because that the company which I am working right now, they have opening for testing. So they told me that if you are okay, then join. But after selection, but after interview, I got selected and I joined that company for testing.
Okay.
So that's the reason behind the huge gap, actually.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to know, because I'm sure that this whatever question that I'm going to ask you now will definitely help many people. So, did you face any challenge after starting your career after 5 years of break?
Lots of challenges I face, and lots of me I cannot say, because 1 year of gap also matters a lot to your career. That I learned from this huge gap. I didn't even thought that after when I start to searching job key, I will face this much of problem because of my age gap. But I somehow I managed, and my luck is there, so I got a job, very good job.
Okay, I got it. I want to know, like, how you started your career after a long break. What like what you did that you got a job in 2018. You must have done something, right? So
before 3 years ago, I have before starting the job, I decided to done certification from good institute. So one of my relatives told me that Mindscript is one of the good best institute where you can do certification. So I decided to do certification, and even starting the certification, I don't know what will happen after doing this certification. that was the situation. So I started certification in core Java, and I started to give interview on in development profile, but I am not able to miss 2-3 company in 2-3 company I got the job, but they are not ready to give me salary. That was the situation, because they are taking benefit of my gap. They thought that if we are doing like this, she will be ready to do anything.
Yes.
But I was not ready with that decision. And after searching for 5 months, I got this where I am currently working. This company, in this company, my friend is working. So he sent my resume to our manager, and he also call me and ask, like, are you ready to work in testing, means if you don't have any experience like that. So they give me chance for the interview, because I was ready for the testing profile. I just want to get the job in technical. That was my intention. And I cracked the interview, because without knowing anything about the testing concept, they just asked me the basic questions, like how you test the this online website, basic some SQL queries, and they like my confidence and attitude of learning. That's why they given me probation period of 2 months to how I will be able to match, I will be able to do the job. So that's it. That's how I started.
Got it. So, I mean, reference helped you to start your career.
There was reference.
Got it. Sure. So I will be asking questions only from your resume. I just want to know that why you have never worked in Selenium or Java or in automation.
I just started. There is no automation in my company, actually, and because I asked to my test lead also whether we should start applying start Selenium in our company, why we should not start. So he replied me that this there is not that much manpower we have, that's why. And for my career, I started to learn Selenium for future.
Actually, if manpower is not there, then they should work on automation rather than manual, is what my understanding is.
The answer they have given me the same answer, because I am the only tester, and one more person is there. Two persons are only tester in my company. That's why they thought that if we start automation, then who will be going to do the manual testing?
I understand. Okay. That's sure. So I will be asking you a question, whatever you have written in your resume, nowhere else. Shall we start then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have written that you are involved in or you have experience in test case design. If you can let me know a little bit about it, like how do you do that? Like how do you design your test cases? So that is your first point you have written. So if you can talk something about that.
Okay. Test case design means when client said us the requirement or told us requirement to our business analyst, the business analyst collect the requirement and come to our team to explain that what was the requirement or what is the requirement, how we can achieve this requirement or everything. So first of all, I understand the requirement thoroughly, each and every concept, that how this requirement will impact in our current applications, is many which modules, or is there any new modules like that. We analyze all that things, and after that I started to write test cases on that, and depends on that analysis by using different techniques, and means by using my analytical power and knowledge about the applications and requirement.
Got it. You said me right that you write test case design using some techniques.
Yeah.
This is what the question is. Like
Mhm.
how do you write? Which techniques do you use?
I use techniques like in which we all know, black box testing technique, like state transition technique, equivalence class partitioning technique, error guessing,
Okay.
and decision table,
Okay. Okay.
boundary value analysis. These are the techniques I'm using.
Okay. 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 Got it. Got it. Got it.
Mm.
If you can give me some example of error guessing considering any requirement, and you can let me know the error guessing example, that will be great.
Okay, actually error guessing is totally depends on the experience of the testers and his analytical power, because different person have different analysis and different thinking, different way of viewing to that requirement, or we can say the functionality.
Yes.
So error guessing is totally depends on the person to person.
Okay.
uh, and suppose some requirement came there, and for example, client said to us that we want address file registering the user, suppose, but testers means we should analyze that what errors we get while doing these changes. That is the error guessing. If you take the address initially, whether that will impacting on any other features, or what errors we will face, like that. That is error guessing.
Okay. If you can let me know a little bit more about it, that will be great.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, sir.
I asked if you can let me know a little bit more about it.
Okay. No.
So, are you telling that error guessing means you will try to guess the error? Is it what you are telling?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's suppose that there is a payment module in which I can place the order using my credit card.
Okay.
So now we all know like what is the normal flow that can happen. I want you to talk about this scenario using that credit card. What error guessing that you can think of?
Okay. In error guessing, if in credit card payment gateway, if user select the credit card as option, payment option, then he should then that page should not accept the wrong credit card number after submitting. Then means invalid data, should not accept the invalid data.
Okay.
Then if user entered the correct data, valid data, then it should accept the payment, or payment should be successful. And if user has entered the correct data, and if in user account there is no balance, means if you are ordering for 100 rupees amount, and there is 50 rupees amount in your balance, then that payment should not be successful, because your order amount is greater than your balance amount. That may be the case. Also, if a user if any user done with successful payment, then that amount should that actual amount should get deducted from the amount of the account, from the account of user.
Okay.
That may be the another case.
Okay.
And that transaction should be secure. So
Which one?
that credit card transaction should be secure.
Secure. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
The mandatory fields which we have given, developer has given, that should be fulfilled by the user. That is the basic case also, means CVV and expiry date.
We are talking about error guessing, right? We are talking about error guessing. So we all know that it should accept. What is the error guessing that you are designing your test cases? What analytical thinking you are able to write it in this is what we are asking, right? Like, what is the error that you can think of?
Just I told you that pass and fail cases, that are the error guessing.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I got it. But you are more focusing on positive scenario. That's fine. I understood.
Okay.
Will you do one scenario where you have got the OTP, but you will enter some wrong OTP? Will you do that?
Fair in the payment gateway, or you are asking me different question?
In the same requirement where you are ordering the product with your credit card.
Okay.
So whenever you're ordering the product, you will get the OTP, right?
Yes.
So will you try with the wrong OTP?
Yes. We should try.
Okay. There are many applications in which you will get the OTPs. In some application, you will get 3-digit OTP.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3. And in some application, you will get OTP 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And you must have seen in the application, you can enter OTP as, if you're getting 3-digit, you can enter 1, 2, 3. But in some application, you are getting OTP as 1, 2, 3, but the space that is provided to enter the OTP is 5-digit OTP. Have you seen this kind of application?
No, I haven't seen this type of application.
Okay. So
the number of digit we get in the OTP as a OTP, that only spaces we get to enter, not more than or less than. Okay. I have seen this type of application.
If let's say you are coming in that case, so which one you think is the best one? Like, developer should consider developing how much number OTP you are getting actually, or he should develop more than what number of OTP you are getting it?
No, he should not develop more than the actual OTP, but that may create confusion to the user, whether I am missing anything or what.
Okay. Got it. I can see in your resume you have written that you are part of doing execution steps, right? Can you tell me a little bit about it? How do you do execution?
What execution?
You have written in your resume, right, that you will do execution. You have
test execution.
Test case execution.
Yeah, because I'm doing test case executions means the test cases which I have written before releasing the product, or once the build is given by the developer, I start to execute the test cases for that functionality.
How do you do that? If you can tell me something. Like, before doing your execution, what is something that you keep in your mind?
Actually, before accepting the build, I do the smoke testing of that build, whether that build is acceptable or not, or whether basic and critical features are working fine or not. Then only I will accept that build from the developer, and after that I will start the integration testing and all that regression testing of that application by referring the test cases.
Okay. See, if someone is asking this question, you can always tell, like, in a brief answer, like, before execution, what all you do. So before executing, you understand the requirement, you write down the scenarios, you write down the test cases, you send it for the review. Do you do that? Do you send it for the review? No,
actually we don't send it for review. I only write the test cases, but I take the confirmation from our test leader that these are all the cases, whether they are correct or not.
Okay, so do we call that as a test review process or not?
We do this process verbally. He don't have that much time to look at into the test document in detail. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Okay. Well, my question is, you should do it or not?
Yeah, we should do it, because test case review gives us lots of benefits, like whether we are covering all the test cases or not, and also give the confidence that we are going in a right way, or also this is one of the document to refer
Okay. Okay. So
for
yeah,
our
that's
future.
what, like if somebody is asking you what you will do before your execution, so you always tell that understanding the requirement, writing test scenarios and test cases,
Yeah,
sending it for the review, and fixing review comments, and then you perform your execution part. Do you do
okay.
anything else other than that?
Mm, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nothing than that.
Okay. Okay. You have written that you are involved in status reporting, right? Can you tell me a little bit about it? How do you report your status report? Do you do on the daily basis or alternative basis or weekly basis? Or
Daily
sprint
basis,
basis?
daily basis. We
Okay.
have daily stand-up call at morning, and in that call, everyone tells about his or her activity or about his status. In that call or after that call, I also give my report to the my leader. What is the testing status?
Okay.
Means what all the things are remaining, what all the things are done, like that,
Okay.
and which one next we should take.
Okay. Okay.
And we decide the priority in that call also. Ki, which bug or which requirement we should take next to test, like that.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. You have written you are involved in doing performance testing using JMeter, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
can you
yeah.
tell me a little bit about it? Many people will get little idea about it. Like how do you do performance testing using JMeter? If you can tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah,
In brief, if you can tell me, that will be great. I
yeah,
have done
I
self performance testing using JMeter. So
okay.
if you are telling me, I will be able to relate with you. Please tell
Yeah, actually, I have done it before 1 year ago.
me.
Uh,
No, I have done 3
yeah.
years ago. No issues.
Yeah, so currently I'm not working on JMeter, but I know the basic about how to use JMeter. What is the use of JMeter? JMeter is used to test the performance of the performance of the server by giving some load. By giving some load, we test the performance of server. In JMeter, when we start the JMeter, then there is listeners and sampler and listeners are there, I think, and we put number of threads in that sampler. Suppose there are suppose we have to test that 100 users are using simultaneously in our application, then how our server will respond to them. So we need to enter 100 as a thread groups, and there is also one field to entering timestamp. So if time, say the time duration or anything like that. So if you enter there 1 second or 2 seconds, that 1 second means that 1 second, in that 1 second 100 request will go to the server, and and we need to check in the listener that how many users get pass or fail, and that listener may be in graphical, tabular, like that. And depends on that, we can analyze that how our server will respond for the number of users.
Okay. Okay.
That is the use of JMeter.
So you will get in a form of graph. You are getting it. The like,
Yeah,
okay. Can you tell me
if you
what
added,
is x-axis and y-axis there? Like you said me once that is number of users is what I understood from
hmm,
your explanation. And what
hmm,
is the second
hmm.
parameter that you get in the graph? So when you said me that it is a number of users that you keep incrementing
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
as you said me 100, you said me initial, right? And
Huh.
you'll be incrementing it after some duration of time. Maybe after every 5 seconds, you're increasing 100 load. Is what I
Yeah,
understood from your
yeah,
explanation.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
that is x-axis. What is your y-axis there? Like, what is the name of that? If you can tell me.
Hmm. Actually, I'm not able to refine right now.
No
Can you
issues.
please tell me?
Okay. See, performance testing, you only said me, right, that we check
Yeah.
the response time of the application, like how it is responding when you are applying more load. So in your JMeter, one is the number of load that you are putting, and your Y graph, you will get the response time. So let's say in one user, when he was using it, my response was 1 millisecond. When I'm using 100 users, the response time got increased to maybe 10 millisecond. When I started with 10,000 load, probably my response time got increased to 1 second. Are you getting me? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
No issues. No issues.
Yeah.
No issues. No issues. But many people don't have knowledge about performance testing using JMeter. I'm happy that you have at least. No issues. But still, you can go through it because something is lacking. So
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
go through that. Don't take me wrong.
Yeah. Okay. No issue.
Okay. I want to know that, so in your present company, you are testing web application testing, is it so?
Yeah. Web application and mobile application also.
Okay. Do they tell you that you have to test it in both Windows application, I mean, Windows operating system as well as in Ubuntu?
No, we are not doing that. We are
I,
doing.
I saw in your resume you have written that you have an experience of working on Windows and Linux environment. So can you tell me something about it?
When there was before the COVID situation, due to work from home, we are unable to test it on Ubuntu. When we were on the office, then we have Ubuntu and Linux operating system. That's it. That's why.
No, I still didn't get the reason, like why you tested on both two different environment. It was told by the company or it was your choice?
No, because they haven't told us ki you test on different operating system. Because I have Ubuntu operating system and one of my tester have Windows. That's why I wrote it down. Ki I test on Ubuntu and he test on Windows.
Okay, okay, okay. Better do not tell this in the interview. This is not from the interview perspective. Whatever
Okay,
you're
okay.
telling me, right? If you tell
Okay,
this, then they won't conduct further. Because if your friend
okay.
has done it, then why you are mentioning it? So for that sake,
No,
you
no. Mention.
never tell this to someone that my friend was doing it. You say what you have done, and
Okay,
that is what you have added in your resume, right?
okay, okay. Huh.
Okay. So in your company, they have not said you that to work on different platform. They are
No,
working
no.
because they have that environment in their laptop. Is it so?
Yeah. They haven't told me.
Got it, got it. So have you worked testing on the same application on Windows as well as Linux operating system? Have you done that? Just asking for my knowledge.
Yes.
Okay. Any differences you faced in the application behavior or any compatibility issue that you faced?
Sometimes it happens. It is work. Sometimes it happens on. It works on Windows, and sometimes it does not work on my machine.
Oh, okay. Can you tell some examples like that? Not exactly taking the example of your own application that you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
Take example of any random application, but
Uh,
relate the same issue that you are facing in your company.
okay. I faced one issue in my machine, that when I hit URL of my our web
Your
application,
machine means Windows or Linux?
Linux, sorry,
Okay.
Ubuntu Linux. So the UI of the application is looking like means disturbed UI. That is not the proper UI, which is looking into the Windows UI. That issue we have faced in UI issue faced.
Okay.
Not the functionality, but UI issues. Some buttons came down, and some buttons. Actually, our buttons are in linear format, but some buttons came down in my machine.
Got it. That is called a scattered issue. Means you're telling,
Yeah.
if you log into Amazon or Flipkart.com
Mm.
today, you can see men, women, electronics,
Yeah.
daily
Different
product
category like that.
category. So you're telling
Mm.
in Windows it was coming all together in one line, but in your system, which is nothing but Ubuntu, you saw that few buttons were downside.
Coming down. Yeah, coming down.
That is called a scattered issue. It is one of
Yeah.
the issues that happen in the compatibility. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. If you can let me know, if you can let me know 5 days of yours in your company, like how one day will differ from another day.
Means what perspective you are asking?
How your day to day looks like. So I want to tell you 5 different days, like how your
Oh,
day to day looks like.
okay. Suppose in day one, I'm testing the login functionality. Suppose I started to test the login functionality, and developer give me the build, and after doing the smoke testing and at all, in first day I have started to test login functionality from scratch. Then I will find uh, if I will find more bug if I do the more testing on it, and means 2 to 3 suppose bugs. And in next day, if I started when I assign that bug to the developer in the Jira, then after fixing the bug, in next day when I get the bill, in next day I have to test that retesting bug, not all the functionality. And after that, so I couldn't reconnect.
You can take your time and let me know, because you are the one who is working, right? So I
Okay.
guess out of 3 years, that is your total year of experience. I'm not asking you to tell all the 1,000 days what all things you have done. So in 3 years, there must be minimum 1,000 days, right? I'm just asking you, in that 1,000 days, tell me just 5 days, like how it went. That's all.
Okay.
Think about it. No issues. Take your time. No issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Suppose first day I have tested login functionality, and in giving the defect to the assigning defect to the developer, and in second day I have to retest that bug, and then after retesting, it's my responsibility to test that login functionality again, whether it is working properly or not, by executing all the test cases. And in third day, I have to tell to the my manager that the login is working properly, and we can show this to the demo to our team manager or our client, so that we can whether he is okay with it or not, in third day. And in fourth day, once the all thing is okay, or we can go ahead to the release in fourth day, like that.
Okay. 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 I understood what you were telling, right? But you can always frame this in a better way. I mean, this answer need
Okay.
little bit of improvement. I'm just telling you. I mean, you can think about, if you're feeling that
Yeah,
I'm telling wrong,
yeah, yeah,
you can let me know here, because I'm just trying to help you that you can always help yourself to frame your sentence in a better way, to present yourself in a better way in the interview. So
yeah.
you have said me one
Okay.
process that is absolutely fine, but if you are trying to tell someone that
Hmm.
how your day looks like in the 5 days in any organization, right? I don't know whether I should talk about this or not, but still, just because you want me to, do you want me to tell how your day
Yeah,
looks like?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
You can always tell that in my first day, I was just understanding the new requirement that I
Okay.
was working in the application. And after understanding the requirement and writing scenarios for that, it took me 1 day. Do you agree with me that someday, to understand the whole requirement and to write the scenarios by which you can break the application, it will take 1 day? Does that happen to you
Yeah.
till now?
What questions?
I mean,
Repeat.
it has happened to you till now that understanding the requirement and writing the scenarios took you 1 day?
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
require one day.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than one day. So
Sometime more
if
than
there
1 day.
is a
That's
big
what.
module.
You can always tell like this.
Yeah.
This looks more genuine. This looks more genuine.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah.
then second day took us to second and third day took us to do the execution part and doing the defect tracking one, and fixing the defect which developer did it, and you retested it, so it took you 2-3 days. And then before releasing the software into the market, we also did regression testing, but we did regression testing only after discussing with my manager and my product manager and my developer to know what all areas I should test it. So tell me one thing, whenever a new feature is getting added in the regression, do you run the whole regression or you run only few selected areas?
In recognition, I run few selected areas.
Few
Depends on the
selected areas.
timeline actually. If I have more time, yeah. If I have more time, then I test all the features. And if I don't have more time, then I test the uh, major functionality which we needed for a client business, like that. That yeah, that feature should not break, which will impact on their business.
Okay, okay.
Because once the production, once
Got it.
we go
I
to,
understood. I
yeah.
understood. But tell me one thing, is it required to test the entire application in the regression testing? Is it required? Just asking.
Yeah, yeah, actually it is required, because if you have time, then you should do it. As This is my perspective, because testing before production, if you test all the functionality, then you will be more confident that this will application will not break anywhere if it goes on the production.
Okay, I understood your doubt, but I understood what you were telling. I mean, but have you heard about impact analysis meeting?
No, no.
Okay, you would have used it also, but you just don't know that that is called as impact analysis meeting. So see, whenever your developer is doing some modification, he must have said you right that what existing feature can break because of his new feature. That is called as impact analysis meeting. So whenever developer is doing some changes, or whenever developer is adding a new feature, or whenever developer is removing a new feature, or whenever he is doing some modification in the code, there is no requirement to do the whole full regression testing. You can always focus on that areas where your developer and product manager and testers are talking that what can be my impacted areas. Let's say there is one application. Can you hear and watch me very clearly? Is there any problem?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Let's say
I'm
this.
okay.
Okay. Let's consider that this hand is my one application in which there are 5 modules. Let's say these 4 modules are already present in the application, and 5th module is a new feature that you are working on. So when this got added into the application, right? So there is no need to test the all 4 modules present in the application as a part of my regression. You can always go for impact analysis meeting. See, if you are doing it until now, you can still have a words with your team lead or your manager if you want to. See, I mean, it's always better to help your team to achieve your target in a small duration of time. I mean, if we will not talk, then it will be we will be in the same condition. So it's always better to talk. So just if you like my advice, let me know. So impact analysis meeting is nothing but you call your developers, you call your product manager and tester, that is you, maybe your other colleagues who are testers, and then all together will decide that what all are the impacted areas because of this new feature that you have added into the application. So your developer will let you know that these 2 modules are impacted. Maybe your product manager can tell you that this module is impacted. You should only consider this theory. If this is not taking you time to test it, maybe it will take only half an hour for you to test it. If you have time, test it, no issues. But if you don't have time, there is no need to test this. And that is what is called as impact analysis meeting. You only focus on the impacted areas that is discussed in the impact analysis meeting. Is that clear?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. So do you do that also, or you guys never did that? Like you never asked your developer that?
Yeah. I asked to the developer, and he also told me that this may be the modules may break down because of this change.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you test it thoroughly.
Yeah.
He or she asked, said me. Yeah.
Got it. I want to know one question. I can see in your resume that you have a better understanding of SQL. Can I ask you questions on SQL? Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Basic SQL. I know basic SQL, not that.
Basic SQL. Fine. Sure. I'm not going to ask anything rocket science. Don't worry. If you can let me know something about data integrity, what is that? See, if you know, you let me know. If you don't know, you can let me know.
No, I don't know. I heard, but now I'm not able to explain. Data integrity. Yeah. Okay.
Got it. You must have heard about this one, right? Constraint and data type in SQL. Constraints and data type.
Constraint data types. Yeah, I heard.
Okay. Do you remember anything in that? What is that?
Integer data type, string.
You are going to Java now.
Java, right? Sorry.
Okay, no issues. Have you heard about null, foreign key, primary key?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember something? Shall I ask something about this? Is that okay with you?
Primary key is nothing but the key or the column which should have unique value from that table. And we make that column as a primary key. And foreign key means Actually, I'm not able to explain foreign key properly. You explain the foreign key if
Okay.
you are, if
Okay.
you know.
Sure, sure. So you just said me that, right? Primary key is
Primary
nothing
key,
but it
unique idea of the table
unique elements and
of the
those. Tell me
at
one more thing. Can primary key data
at
can it duplicate?
no, primary key should not be duplicate. Auto increment, we give auto increment to the primary key so
Okay.
that it should not be duplicate.
Okay. And tell me one more thing. Can primary key can be null value?
No, primary key primary key should not have null value.
Okay. So you're telling me two things, that your primary key is always unique and it is not null. Is it so?
Null. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is true. And talking about foreign key, you can have duplicate data and it can have null value. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I know, I really know this, and I bet on you that 90% of the people in IT world, in our India, I don't know about outside world, but in India, I know that they still do not know what is primary key and foreign key. I mean, don't worry about
Actually,
it. I mean, in case
okay.
whoever is watching and even you, don't worry about it. I am
Okay.
going to upload this video very soon on my channel. Nothing to worry.
Okay.
Sure. I just have one query, which is going to be a simple one. I believe. Let me know if you know this. Uh, do you know the difference between truncate and drop? Because this is one of the favorite question. Anyone will ask
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. 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 Truncate means if you hire the query like truncate table and table of name, then that query delete the data of that table, not that table. And drop means drop or delete entire table.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is the difference actually.
Okay.
In truncate query, we truncate only, delete only data. That's it.
Okay. And what will be, if you delete only data, what will be left?
Only columns are there. Empty table, we
Okay.
can say.
You can say structure of the table will remain same.
Yeah, structure of the table will remain same. Data will get vanished.
Okay, data will be related. So whenever you're using these words, right, that the structure of the table remains same, you have to use the word that when I said structure of the table remains same, I mean column will remain same, column name will remain same, and data integrity will remain same, which is nothing but which one was primary key, which one was foreign key,
Oh, that
which
is data
one was
integrity.
not
Oh,
null,
okay.
which one was null. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
no issues, no issues. Just because I can see in your resume that you have worked on API, is it so you have worked on?
Yeah, yeah. I work on API.
Okay. If you can let me know a little bit importance of API, like why do we do API directly? Why don't we do directly go for UI testing? What is the importance of API testing? If you can let me know something about it.
Okay. Actually, API is interface between the two applications. Means API, we hit the request in API in request, and we get the response in API, and we use that response in another applications to show the data to the client, like that. So, and in API, API used to the fetch data from the server and or insert some data into the server, like that. And in API testing is API is, what is your question, that why API is needed, right?
Yeah, importance of it.
Yeah. Because of API, their data security should remains there. If you directly communicate to the database or server, then this is harmful to the database, and like that. That's why
Okay.
API is needed instead of directly calling to the database.
Okay.
Security is the main purpose.
Okay. Uh, Tell me one thing, tell me genuine thing. Have you worked on APIs, or you just have a
Yeah,
practical knowledge about it? Or
yeah. I work on API.
okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Can you tell me different HTTP methods that you have worked on? That you have.
Yeah. I worked on get and post methods only.
Can
On get methods, we used to get the data from the database, and post method is used to insert the data to the database. Or, yeah, that's it.
got it. Got it. Got it. Tell me one more thing. Whenever, let's say we both of us, let's say we are friends and we are trying to develop one application tomorrow. So first we will develop our API, or first we are going to develop our UI.
First UI.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So first you will test the logic, which is nothing but your API. First you will see whether your APIs are working fine or not. This is the importance of API. See, today, if you are sending the money to your father, or let's say your sister, or to your friends, or maybe anyone, maybe your friend number B, if you're sending the money, it is going to him or her, right? How it is going? Because of some logic, which is written in the application, right? Is the money getting transferred because of UI?
No, because of functionality or
Because
logic.
logic, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
UI is just a way for you to use the application, which is helping you to
yeah.
send the money, but it is a
Right, right.
logic which is helping you to send the money. So first, whenever you are developing the application, right? See, that's why I was asking more questions about API, because when you told me the explanation of API, right, I somewhere felt that something is lacking. So no issues, no issues.
Okay, okay,
First, you will test the API, which is nothing but the logic of the application, and
okay,
then you will integrate the logic with the UI, and then your
okay,
application is ready.
okay, okay, okay.
Can you tell me something like what happens in Scrum?
What happens in Scrum?
Yeah. What
Scrum,
all things happens in Scrum, if you can let me know.
actually, I don't know more about Scrum. I just know the basic.
So you have worked on Agile, right?
Yeah, but we are actually, our company is not following that much Agile methodology.
So what
Just
they're doing?
they are just taking the daily stand-up meeting, and we are just posting the issue in the Jira, and uh, what we can say that assigning to the developer in which component it is coming, the issue in API or in Android or in web application. That's what we are doing in the Agile methodology.
Okay, I got this. I guess you know the answer, but you don't know that those things comes under Scrum. I will let you know about it. So tell me one thing. Do you guys work on the sprints?
No,
Okay, okay, got this. So like,
they are not following any Agile methodologies, the rules like our company, uh, like that. That's why I was telling you that.
okay, got it, got it. No, but like, I'm not getting this. Like, then how you're working? Like, you must be working on certain time period, that right? That in this time period, you have to work on something and release it to the customer. So you guys are not following that.
No, no, we are not following that.
So let's say you have a 1 year of time, 365 days. In this days, if something is done, you will release it directly. There is no target that you need to achieve your target in 30 days or 7 days or 14 days. They are not following sprints process.
Yeah, there was target, but if that was not happen, then we can extend our target. But there is no regulation, or there is no strict rule that we should release it on after 7 days. Anyhow, we want it like that. We can extend our release like that. That's why I was saying that we are not following the sprint
See, if you are
rule.
not following the sprint, actually you should know sprint, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay, in sprint, we decide in next sprint, in next 15 days. If suppose our sprint is of 15 days, then in 15 days we have to achieve this user story. This we have to complete this task. That is sprint actually. And in sprint, we do the development, testing, and deployment in
okay.
one sprint. Yeah, and after once that sprint is done, then we take the another stories from product backlogs, and
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
That I know, but our company is
That's
not
what that's
following
what
that.
that's what I'm asking. Like, what you
Yeah,
know about the Scrum? I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
asking like whether do you follow that in the company.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That I know.
Okay. So if you can let me know a few process that happens in your Scrum. Like you said me that sprint happens. You said me
Yeah,
that you have a product backlog. What else
yeah.
is there?
What else is there, right?
Yeah.
There are user stories also.
Okay.
Number of user stories also. There are also uh, uh, in Scrum there are defect bug that we should fix in the next sprint, which are on high priority. That are also there in Scrum, and mm, there are also tasks that we assign to the that we should complete in the sprint.
Okay. Okay. My question was, have you heard about sprint planning?
Yeah, I heard about it that in sprint planning, team leader and product manager sit together with the team, Scrum team, and they do the planning about which user story we should take in this current sprint, how much duration it will require, and how many people or who what will we do, which person will work on which modules, like that. All this planning related to the release will done in a Scrum. What we call it? Scrum planning.
Sprint plan.
Sorry, sprint planning. Sorry.
Like what all tasks you need to work on in that particular sprint. Sprint is nothing but a duration, right?
Yeah.
We'll decide that into this.
Hmm.
That's fine. That's not a worry, but I will expect you to know something about sprint and agile. So I will not be able to tell everything now because that's a 25 minutes long discussion. But
Okay.
about this video is uploaded on my channel. I will request you that once you are done with that, right, you can have a look to that. It will be good for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that's all from this interview.
Okay.
If I have to give some feedback, you know many concepts. I got to know that you know many concepts.
But I'm not able to explain it.
Uh,
Right now, why I don't know, but I'm not able to explain you the
I will
thing.
tell you one thing very clearly today. Don't take me wrong.
I'm not taking you wrong. Just for my improvement, I want to take the interview.
See, people say that you are not able to express is because you are not able to express. And one more thing, I will tell you one thing. See, the people who know the answer, right, they always be able to express themselves. See, I'm being very genuine today.
Okay.
I might have said these things to many of my students while taking the interview.
Okay.
That you are not able to express yourself. See, when somebody knows some answer and he is very confident about that answer, he will be able to speak. There is no doubt about it. Do you think there is a doubt? If some person knows some answer, he is very confident about that. He has worked on that. Do you think still telling the answer will be a problem for him?
No. Yes.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah,
I don't want you to be sad because of whatever I'm telling you.
No.
Being the genuine person. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you the genuine thing so that you can improve yourself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, whenever someone is asking some question, right, it is not always true that you should always take a reference of what is happening in your organization. You should tell him the process. What exactly is the process? When I'm asking you impact analysis meeting, I do not want to know whether it is happening in a company or not.
Not. Okay.
But you tell from the standard point of view, should it happen or not?
Okay.
When I'm asking you what is Scrum, you do not tell me that in my company we are not following it. You tell in Scrum what is happening.
Okay.
When I'm asking you what is API, you don't tell me that it is just, I mean, you should tell what is API then today, rather than talking about what actually your company is following it. Okay. You should talk about the standard one. And definitely you can add one thing here that in my company, we do that, but in actually, these are this, and this. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell?
Yes.
Yeah. That will be a good approach. And one more thing, one suggestion to you also and to all the viewers who will be watching this video. When you don't know something about any topic, don't try to add that in your resume. That is a negative impact.
Okay.
Because you have written a lot of things about your SQL, right? It may be a single sentence. You may have written that maybe I will not be able to catch it, or maybe the person will not be able to see it, or maybe some other reason. But there are people who will ask questions only from your resume, right? Now they can catch that and they can ask you questions.
Okay.
If you tell that you just have a basic knowledge, so I mean basic knowledge includes your data integrity. Now data integrity, primary key, foreign key is I'm sure it is not something rocket. I'm not asking you joins now.
Yes.
I'm not asking you what is normalization now. I'm asking very basic thing, primary key and foreign key.
Okay.
So if you know something, then only you add it to your resume. That's fine. I'm sure that going forward, I'm sure that you will have a look to your resume 3 to 4 times before sending it to someone. See, frankly speaking, you see all my interview that is uploaded on my video on my channel. I have said the same thing to everyone that please have a look to your resume before sending it to someone. Believe me, people don't do that. They just prepare it, they just send it. They think that maybe that person will not ask me from the resume. But that is not the actual process, right? I should ask the question from your resume, what you have written it. And I can see that you have written a lot of things. So I will be asking question only from your resume, right? You have to make sure that your resume is looking good. See, we all know that life is very busy, but we should spend at least 15 to 20 minutes in making our resume look better. Using three to four fonts in our single resume is it's a bad impression, right? Don't take me wrong. I'm just
Okay.
giving you my advice.
Hmm.
That I have faced it in my life. I'm just telling it to you so that you will not do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's all suggestion from my side. Otherwise, you have a practical knowledge. I understood that part. Whatever you said me in the performance testing using JMeter, what all things you do, I was impressed, because if I ask 100 people the same question, 98 people will not be able to answer that, because in 98% in our testing community, they don't have exposure to work on JMeter performance testing. I was happy that you are
Okay.
one of the one who has the experience on automation testing. Sorry, JMeter performance testing. So yeah, and my advice will be that even though you are not working on Agile, have some basic knowledge about Agile, because tomorrow when you are attending the interview, right, they will not be asking what happened in your organization. They will be
Yeah.
mainly on focusing on whether you know about Agile or Scrum or not. So that, because in their company, it will not work out, right? What happened in your company? What will work out is what is standard. Are you getting whatever I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry if I hurted you for anything, but I
No.
just,
No. No. No.
okay. If you have something to say me, you are free to tell.
No. I will improve myself. Whatever you said.
Okay. All good?
Yeah. Okay.
You have something to say?
No. No. No.
Okay. You didn't take my words in a seriously or bad way, right?
No. 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 I haven't taken seriously.
I want you to be happy and
Yeah.
don't think much.
Yeah.
See, many people don't have the courage to come in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You are one of the one who came. See, many
Yeah.
people don't come for this reason only, because they don't want someone to judge them in front of 1,000 people,
Oh, yes.
right? So you are
Yeah.
among the one, and I'm sure that now you are going to rock in your life. Believe
Yes.
me. In another few days, you are going to tell me that I got 100% hike or I got 200% hike. Believe me, you will only send me a mail. So thank you, Usha. I wish you a good,
Yes.
happy
Thank you,
weekend.
sir. Thank
If
you.
you have any doubt in the future, you can always contact me on my
Yes. Yes.
mail ID, and
Yes.
wherever you want to, I will definitely help you. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Usha. Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.